Title: The Forge of Self-Belief. Welcome to a journey that blends the myths of Greece, the rituals of India, and the wisdom of Egypt into a single, powerful forge. In ancient Greece, Hephaestus hammered divine weapons in the fiery heart of Olympus. In India, the practice of tapas ignites an inner fire that transforms the soul. In ancient Egypt, the ka, the living soul of a person, was weighed against the heart of the dead to determine destiny. Together, these cultures offer a blueprint for building unwavering self-belief. Let us walk through this forge in 5 chapters, and then pause with a spotlight on Stoicism, a philosophy that sharpens the blade of self-belief even further. Chapter 1. The Blacksmith's Secret. Long ago in the bustling workshop of Hephaestus, the forge was alive with crackling flames and hammering steel. Legends say that his anvil carried the power of the gods, and that every piece forged there carried a spark of courage. The smith's secret was not simply skill, but a relentless belief that the blade he shaped mattered. A master blacksmith would strike the steel, listen to its rhythm, and adjust his blows until the steel sang true. Each strike was a reminder that if he believed the steel would withstand the hammer, the steel would indeed endure. In our modern world, the blacksmith's lesson translates into the law of intention. Your every action, such as a tiny daily habit or a single choice, shapes the metal of your self-belief. When you set a clear intention, whether it's mastering a new skill, launching a startup, or staying healthy, you are hammering that intention into reality. Consistency and attention to detail are the hammers and anvil of self-belief. Apply it today by setting a small, concrete goal that you can accomplish in a week. Write it on a sticky note, place it on your fridge or phone lock screen, and each time you glance at it, remind yourself of the steel that is being forged in the heart of your ambition. Conclusion. Every great invention, whether it be a smartphone or a personal habit, begins with a spark. That spark is the seed of belief. Keep your forge lit. Call to action. If this sparks something inside you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories that turn ancient wisdom into modern power. Reflective question. When you think about a skill you want to master, what would Hephaestus have told you to strike first? The iron or your doubts? Chapter 2. Heat of the Inner Flame. In ancient India, tapasis, ascetic practitioners, would sit in silence, breathing slowly to kindle a fire within their own bodies. The word tapas literally means grief, but it is also a ritual of self-dissolution and purification. By surrendering to inner discomfort, they purged fear and doubt, letting the inner fire burn bright. They discovered that the only way to rise above the heat of the world was to kindle the flame within. Today, tapasing is practiced by breathing drills, meditation, or confronting the discomfort of a new challenge. The idea is to embrace discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Each time you endure a hard day at work, a difficult conversation, or a workout that seems impossible, you are adding oil to your inner forge. The more you confront uncertainty with steady breathing, the less space doubt takes. Today's application. Schedule 10 minutes before your busiest meeting to practice deep breathing and focus on a feeling you wish to cultivate: courage, clarity, or resilience. Visualize the flame of that feeling spreading through your body, replacing any doubt that lingers like ash. Conclusion. The inner flame is what keeps the forge from freezing. By feeding it with intentional practice, you protect your self-belief from corrosion. Call to action. If the flame within you is ready to ignite, hit that like button and share this video with a friend to start their fire too. Reflective question. What discomfort can you turn into a source of power by treating it as an opportunity to feed the inner flame? Chapter 3. The Weight of the Ka. In ancient Egypt, the weighing of the heart ceremony was central to the afterlife. The deceased's heart rested upon the feather of Mat, the goddess of truth and balance. If the heart matched the feather, the soul rose to the sky. If not, the heart was devoured by Ammit. Every action, spoken word, and thought was weighed against divine moral standards. The Ka, or living soul, was the essence carried with the body throughout life, a vessel that kept the soul alive in the afterlife. For modern individuals, this can be translated into values clarity. We must know what our Ka is, our essential worth, our core values, and weigh it against actions, thoughts, and business decisions. When we act in alignment, our internal rhythm remains balanced, and our self-belief remains steady like a well-weighed heart. Apply today by writing down your core values, the principles you hold most sacred. Whenever you confront a decision, choosing a client, hiring a partner, or even deciding meal plans, ask yourself whether this choice aligns with those values. Imagine the heart weight. Does it rise or fall? If it rises, you've stayed true to your ka. Conclusion. The ancient Egyptians taught us that balance is key to survival. Self-belief thrives when every action is weighed against your deepest truths. Call to action. If you value integrity, like this video, share it, and consider subscribing to keep the conversation flowing. Reflective question. When you face a decision today, how will you measure it against the weight of your values? Chapter 4. Forging the Fusion. Now that we have Hephaestus's hammer, the Tapas fire, and the Egyptian scale, imagine a ritual that brings them together. Each morning, as the world awakens, you greet your day with a brief meditation tapas. Picture the sun as Hephaestus's forge, warming the steel of your ambition. Then, with a pen or voice recorder, write a single intention that aligns with your values, ka. Read it aloud, and let the words vibrate like hammer blows on an anvil. Finally, as you take a deep breath, feel the flame rising from the heart. Feel your belief solidifying. The power of this fusion is not in any singular practice, but in their integration. When the hammer's rhythm meets the heat of the flame and the equilibrium of values, your self-belief becomes as enduring as a god's armor. Practical example: create a 5-minute evening ritual. Sit in silence, hold 3 items: a small candle symbolizing Hephaestus, a spoon of cinnamon, touching the essence of Tapasas who use spices as symbolic purifiers, and a small, weighted stone. Light the candle, inhale slowly, and feel the stone's weight grounding you, aligning intention, heat, and value. Conclusion. A life that fuses these ancient elements becomes a living forge, turning raw doubts into polished confidence. Call to action. If the idea of a personal forge excites you, smash that like button, share this ritual, and subscribe to our channel for more ancient modern syntheses. Reflective question. How would your daily routine change if you treated each morning as a forge session, combining intention, heat, and balance? Chapter 5. The Self-Belief Masterpiece. By the time we reach this final chapter, you have a set of tools: a hammer that shapes, a flame that purifies, and scale that judges. Together, they have forged your self-belief into a masterpiece. It is no longer an abstract dream, but a tangible skill you wield and refine. Whether you start a venture, pursue a creative project, or simply improve personal relationships, this forge will sustain you. The lesson is that self-belief is a craft that requires daily practice. Every success and setback is a stroke of the hammer, a flare of the inner fire, or a weighing that prompts adjustment. A masterpiece is not created overnight. It is a cumulative result of consistent, mindful effort. Practical application. Set a long-term project that has significance to your values. Break it into milestones, each milestone representing a new piece of crafted metal. Celebrate each milestone as a trophy, but keep your forge running by revisiting your ritual each day. Conclusion. Your life is the canvas, your self-belief is the paint. Each day, stroke it with intention, courage, and integrity. Call to action. Thank you for staying with us on this forge. Like, share, and subscribe so we can keep building brilliance together. Every comment is a bead on your chain of growth. Drop one. Reflective question. What is the one thing you will commit to crafting today that will shape your future self-belief masterpiece? Philosophy Spotlight. Stoicism, the discipline of the mind. Stoicism, born in Greece but flourishing through Roman emperors and philosophers, teaches that the key to true happiness lies in understanding what is within our control and what lies beyond it. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, penned in his Meditations that the universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it. His disciplined mind focused on virtue, reason, and resilience rather than external circumstances. Lesson 1: Control and Acceptance. Stoicism reminds us that many external events, market shifts, traffic, unpredictable teammates, are outside our command. By accepting these externalities, we conserve mental energy for those areas we can influence: our reactions, our learning, our commitment. Accepting external forces does not mean surrender. It means redirecting effort to internal growth. Lesson 2. Resilience through perspective. A Stoic perspective reframes setbacks as opportunities for learning. The ancient philosopher Seneca wrote that the obstacle on the path is the path, implying that difficulties are not blockers but teachers. This mindset shifts self-belief from fragile confidence to rock-solid resilience. Lesson 3. Clarity of thought. Stoicism demands that we examine each thought like a blacksmith examines steel, forging only what is pure and aligned with virtue. In this way, we prune distractions and focus on purposeful actions. Clear thoughts become decisions that reinforce self-belief. Connecting to today. Just as Hephaestus hammered his creations to a specific shape, Stoicism hones your mindset to a precise focus. Belief in what you can control, acceptance of what is not, and resilience to adapt. By integrating these Stoic lessons with the Greek, Hindu, and Egyptian practices, your forge becomes both ancient and timeless, producing self-belief that is disciplined, heartfelt, and balanced. Closing. You have equipped yourself with the ancient crafts of forge, flame, balance, and Stoic discipline to ignite the most powerful engine of your life, self-belief. Let it burn bright. Let it build. Let it transform your life into a masterpiece. Thank you for forging alongside us. Like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment about the flame that lit up today. Until next time, keep hammering, keep firing, keep weighing.